Good morning, bees. This is your proud principal, Mrs. Meneses, bringing you today's Bees Breaking News. Buenos días, abejitas. Con mucho cariño les traigo sus anuncios de hoy. Yo soy Mrs. Meneses, su directora. Boys and girls, today is day 4 in the Discovery Time schedule, and it is Tuesday, October 20th, 2020. Abejitas, hoy es día 4 en el horario del descubrimiento. Es martes, el 20 de octubre del 2020. Y desafortunadamente hoy no tenemos cumpleaños. Today we don't have any birthdays, boys and girls. Unfortunately, we won't get to sing the birthday song, but we do have some coming tomorrow. All right, bees, now that we have lots of you in the building, I want to just give you another reminder that we are always, any person who comes into the building, we're always expected to fill out the health screener. So I took a picture of what we get on our device. When your parents fill out the health screener, they get this green, picture or visual on their phone that tells them that they are good to go to come into the building, or that you are good to go to come into the building. Now, your parents need your S number to fill that health screener out every day. So make sure that they know your S number. If they don't know it by heart, you can write it down for them so that they always have it ready. And a good little strategy also for parents and for kids is that, boys and girls, if you are old enough, you can actually get on that device and fill out the health screener for your parents every day. As long as you are completing it correctly, you can help your parents with that, maybe when they're driving you here to school. And speaking of driving you here to school, we are no longer doing temperature checks. We're not checking your temperature anymore, because that is one of the questions on the health screener. It asks your parents if you have a fever and other symptoms. So what I did want to remind you of is that now that you are not being checked for your temperature in the morning, when you arrive, you are going to be able to exit your car as soon as your parents get here. When you're by the sidewalk, you can exit your vehicle and start walking into the building. Remember that when we walk, we definitely want to walk into the building, not run, not jog. It's not safe. You don't want to fall and scrape your knees. And also, we want to make sure that we're walking in and that we're maintaining that social distance, okay? Those 6 feet apart, that we're maintaining that space between you and your classmates, or you and your friends that are in the halls and that are entering the building at the same time. Remember, Ms. Zimmerly is in the front of the building reminding you to grab some hand sanitizer, because every time we walk into the building, we want to make sure that our hands are impeccably clean. All right, boys and girls, I do have some celebrations in terms of ST Math, so let's get to it. First grade in Miss Gracia's class, Jose Ordóñez he completed 31 puzzles last week. Way to go, Jose. Francis Zuniga completed 45 puzzles last week. Evie Harmon completed 110 puzzles. Luisa Puccio, 141 puzzles. Juan Villarreal, 168 puzzles. Christopher DiTilio, 186 puzzles. Presley McGarren, 243. Ethan Bruni, 411. And then we jump over to 4th grade in Miss Morris's class. Cassie Corona, 127 puzzles last week. Amada Esparza, 260 puzzles. Kate Mendeville, 97 puzzles last week. Way to go. In Miss Varela's 3rd grade class, Cameron Moss, 471 puzzles. Wow, Cameron. Jaden Teagan, 220 puzzles last week. Way to go. Kirsten Rodriguez, 120 puzzles. And let's see, in Ms. Rauch's 2nd grade class, Adrian Ramos Hernandez completed 217 puzzles. Way to go, Adrian. Laila Villagomez, 131 puzzles. Javier Arzola, 123 puzzles. Way to go, boys and girls. And let's see, Javier Ariola completed 104 puzzles in Miss Torres's class. And in Miss Torres's 2nd grade class, also Susana Boyling, 103 puzzles. Way to go. And AJ Malave, 206 puzzles last week. And finally, Alexa Ochoa, 140 puzzles last week. So proud of you, boys and girls. So keep up those math skills by completing your ST Math minutes. All right, boys and girls, today's SEL lesson is all about Respect. I told you yesterday we were going to start talking specifically about the pillar of respect. And so I have a question for you to start helping you think a little bit more deeply about respect, because we can demonstrate respect in so many different ways and in so many different situations. So today I want us all to focus on two things: respect and communication. So I have a question for you. When you hear the words respect and communication, what comes to mind? What actions or thoughts come to mind about communication and respect? Now, communication can be considered like when we're talking, that's communication. Communication sometimes is nonverbal. That means that we are communicating, but we might not be saying anything to each other with our words. We say them with our actions, with our body language, right? With our eyes, with our face, with our hand gestures. So how does showing respect and giving respect make your day better and make the day of others better? Okay, so let's go over some examples. Something that really brightens my day. And I have to tell you, yesterday, I just, and actually it's not just yesterday, it's every day. Every day there's these two girls, okay, and I hope they're listening, Ariana and Alexis Bryant Stewart. They're sisters, and every time that I see them in the morning when they're being dropped off, whether I say hello to them because maybe I'm busy doing the crosswalk or something, or helping out another student, they take the time to, from far away, they'll say, "Good morning, Ms. Meneses." And you know what? That is a form of communication, and what a positive form of communication. So what I love is that, when school started, I guess they got used to me telling them, "Good morning, girls. Have a great day. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday." And then they started doing it on their own. So one easy way that you can show respect when it comes to communicating is when someone greets you in the morning, whether it's a friend, someone in the hallway, an adult you don't know, or an adult you do know, like your wonderful teachers who say, "Good morning, boys and girls." It's always a sign of respect. And really, it shows that you care more than anything when you respond back, when you don't just stay quiet and you say, for example, so let's say you go into your Zoom or into your classroom and your teacher says, "Good morning." And then you can say, "Good morning," So that is really important. When I'm outside and I'm helping you open your doors, or Miss Hernandez is helping you, or some of the other specialists or teachers, and they say good morning, respond. Respond with a smile, respond with a phrase that says good morning or hello, or thank you. Those are signs of respect. And more than anything, it's a sign that you care. A sign that you appreciate the respect that you're receiving, and so you're giving that communication back. You're giving that respect back. Okay? So something else that comes to mind when it comes to communicating, boys and girls, is good listening. Sometimes we assume that communication is all about talking, but communication is also about listening. And so sometimes we can show our friends, our classmates, and our teachers respect in our Zooms or in the classroom, like when your teacher is teaching you something and she might be saying something that you agree with or that you understand. Let's say she's teaching you a math concept or something in social studies that you're really understanding, then you're like, you can do this, you can nod. And nodding shows that you're listening. It shows that you're understanding what they're saying. And so it's like these little cues that you're giving the speaker. That's called respectful listening. If you're in a Zoom and the teacher asks, how many of you are ready to move on to blah, 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 you might say and you might just do a little thumbs up. That's that nonverbal communication. And also, one way that we show respect and good listening skills is if we have questions, we don't stay quiet. We raise our hand and we ask our questions, because you don't ever want to be lost, and the other person won't know that you have questions if you're not asking, okay? And you're not speaking up. So use your voice, but use it positively, use it respectfully. You know, I love when I hear students say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, or yes, Mrs. Meneses, or yes, Mrs. Martinez, no, Mrs. Hernandez, thank you so much. You know, those kinds of things. Calling people by their names is also a big sign of respect. So I work really hard to try to remember everyone's names, and I'm going to continue doing that. So help me out when you're in the hallways. Make sure I know your name. Because we have over 700 students, and so that's a big task. But when you refer to your teacher, you can say, you know, thank you, Mrs. Gandaria. Thank you, Mrs. Ruiz. You see what I mean? So using people's names is really, really powerful and a sign of respect. Because after all, boys and girls, we are a school family, and respect is very, very important. Remember that if you give respect, you get respect. Okay? And so, and when we respect, it's a really big sign that we care. So, all right, boys and girls, I hope you have an amazing Tuesday. I hope that you work hard on showing respect in a different way today through your communication skills. And remember, be innovative, be bold, be Ellison. Bye.